we're always looking for ways to kind of upgrade what we do. We want to be a cut above the rest or a cut above where we were and try to set ourselves apart. And so the thing that I really think added value to what we were doing here, the thing that kind of separates us from what we used to do and what we kind of assume a lot of other people do as well, that would give us that leg up. It's yet it's not that full commercial lighting, using large lights and trying to light the scene, make it look natural. Is exactly what I'm doing here. Where when I'm holding up this, what is it, the light bank? Big shout out to Joel Gabrielson because I first saw this on his channel, and he actually brought two of these out to be the key light and the fill light. And I was, as I saw him he's setting it up in the hotel room. I'm like, man, this is a really cool idea. And I knew that I was going to be getting a light around Black Friday that was going to be battery powered. And so I was like, you know what? That would be awesome for some of these run and gun, guerrilla style. None of it's really scripted, but it's something where you're just kind of going and spray and pray type of thing. And that's what the whole plan was here this day. It was like, okay, this is an actual move. And so these employees are going to be moving the client stuff from one place to another. So it's not something that we can, it's not really scheduled like we've done with other clients. So they know we're going to come in and shoot, and they know that we can, hey, can you do that again? But it's not necessarily something where we're going to script everything and we're going to get this movement here and that movement there. We've listed some stuff in pre-production, but that's about it. So getting lighting setups was not in the cards. But at the very same time, we were like, but we need light. That's what separates, basic images from better images, right? The best images are well lit. And so what we were doing was using this light wand or this light bank as a far side key. So it worked really well in the shoot, and we went fast. We went very fast. And that's also, I have a little comment on that one as well. And these are 2 different days, mind you, hence the fade out. This is another day now, and we're catching another move at the home. But I have another little comment about my camera, the Osmo Pocket 3. When you're moving and you're running and gunning really fast, it's actually more difficult to shoot behind the scenes with the Osmo than it is with the iPhone when you're trying to go fast. But that's me trying to catch all of this, log images that I could put a LUT on afterward type of thing. Because if it's just shooting straight out with the regular profile, iPhone's going to be the fastest one by far. So anyway, we are doing the same situation. Josh is on the gimbal, and as you notice, we're getting the pistol grip. I'm noticing a difference between pistol grip and when you have it in the ring. In the ring, you naturally have it canted forward, and when you cant that thing forward, it kind of takes out the up and down shaking and movement that you can get when you have it pistol gripped and you have it just straight up and down. Anyway, here we are using the light bank, and what it's doing is kind of giving like a far side key, and it's giving us that nice little rim light. So he's kind of exposing for the room tone, and then we just get that nice little glint. And we are also basically carrying the motivated light. So we have motivated lights. We know it's coming from outside and from a window, and we're just kind of carrying that. And so it ends up looking really nice in the footage. And if you're watching this, just stay tuned for the next one. We're going to show you all that footage in the next one. I'm going to do a two-parter here because this is all the B-roll. This is kind of the getting the moving footage. And then in the next one, we're going to show you the at the location of the headquarters and getting the interview setups, all the lighting setups, all that good stuff. That's going to be in the next vlog. So stay tuned to that, and you'll see some of the actual finished footage and what that looks like. But yeah, so that's all we really are doing. It's just making that difference in lighting the scene as best we can, right? Like right here, we didn't need none of it. He's got all this beautiful light coming into the living room, so we really didn't need it. That natural lighting is going to work for us. But in every other place where it's dark, we don't want to just crank up the ISO. And that's one of the reasons why, we have FX3s and FX6s, A7S3s, but it's like in these situations, we always bring lights. So the low light capabilities really aren't that necessary for us now. So like an FX30 would be just fine. So anyway, well, we'll talk about cameras later because I don't know if you guys have seen, but we might be making a switch in cameras. We're not getting rid of our Sonys, or all of them anyway, but some of them we are. Now, in this truck, we definitely weren't using the light one because it was just too small. But I really thought that this was a great purchase, and I think that you don't need two people to do this with it. It goes faster. But I mean, if you're just a one-man band and you want to use this, and you're like, if we were shooting this with one guy, just bring a light stand, a light stand that could spread out wide enough, and then just kind of the thing booms out, right? Because it's just naturally long, and you could just have it horizontally booming out, and it's over somebody. So it was a great purchase. I'll have a link to it in the description so you can check it out. It was a great buy. I don't regret it, not for the least. So what we're doing here now is we wanted to get a shot of them like having an interaction, shaking hands, happy customer. And Josh is shooting in the direction of the truck so that we can get the logo and the branding in the background. And then I'm just diffusing the whole scene. Okay, so what we have going here is the FX3 with the Tamron 28-75, which is one of the best bang for buck lenses you can get. We have the Tilta Mirage matte box with the ND filter into it. It's a great ND filter. And it's sitting on top of the Ronin RS2 gimbal. The difficult thing about some of these shots is there's only so much that you can get of, packing up stuff, wrapping them in blankets, taping them up, picking them up, taking them out of the house, and then putting them back in the house. There's only so much that you can get of that before it starts to get boring. So we got a couple more shots and just realized we're done. So what Josh is doing here is he's getting a moving shot, a tracking shot of the guys just carrying something into the truck. Now, oh shoot. And we were just about to leave. And what we thought was, did we get a nice move-in shot of just, the Hanson's truck in the foreground as we move in towards the house? And he was like, no, that's a great idea. So we gave it a shot. And then we thought about, well, he gave it a shot, and then he was like, that's not good without anybody doing anything. So we got the guys to move. And that's one of the things that you have to think about as you continue shooting. The more that you shoot, the more shots you kind of get into your mental Rolodex, so that when you're on location shooting something, you can think, hey, we didn't shoot that. Why don't we shoot that? Why don't we, this would be a really great shot, and just get it. Obviously, if you're doing the more scripted stuff, then you should have some stuff already in your pre-production. So I'm setting off all the dogs in the neighborhood, so let me get out of here.